Shalom to the elect. We'll start by giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Quadash, and double honor to elders and apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well, the real men of the Lord. Peace and blessing and salutation to the elect men who push this truth out of the four corners of the earth in these very last seconds, days, and times, and hours and minutes. Shalom, Akim, Shalom, brethren. Okay? And this video is going to be entitled Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is the great architect. Alright? He is the great architect. All things that were written before our time, before our learning, man, was written by him. They were made by him. He orchestrated this whole movement. Life, death, wars, each and everything that you can, that your brain, if your brain can imagine, things that you look at, your daily vision, the things you visualize, your thoughts and imaginations. He puts that into your mind through the holy angels. Whether they be on the left-hand side or the right-hand side angels. And the way you think, man, it doesn't coincide to how he operates. Isaiah the 55th and 8th chapter. So like it, Isaiah 55 and 8th verse. All things were written by. Matter of fact, let's get there. Let's jump right into the precepts. No time because we short on time. As far as these prophets are concerned, the truth has to get out. The book of Colossians, chapter 1 and verse 16. For him, Salaki, for by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible. I just said that through the spirit of Yahawah, Yahawashi. Things that you see, man, visible. Even, the elect men. Lord willing, we in this number, the men of great of GMS, from the elders all the way down. We visualize the new heavens, the new rulership over our enemy, Esau, the so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite. We visualize ruling over his ass, man. You got to have vision, like Elder Apostle Gabar says, man. You got to have vision, man. We visualize this. He puts that vision in his men's mind, man, to see this shit through the spirit and the power of Yahawah, Yahawashi. The angels do that. Through the signs and everything, man. We get signs, Israelite women having dreams, Israelite men having visions, and vice versa. It says, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him and for him, through Yahawah to Yahawashi, man. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. There's order in that, man. Yahawah, the great architect, through his son, Yahawashi. Look, son, this is how I want it done. And Yahawashi go out there and do it perfectly, man, with the holy angels, the Elohim. They the ones that have created this place that you walk in, that you breathe in on. The air, everything, the sun, the moon, the stars, and I'm going to get that in the book of Genesis. All those were created by him, man. Alright? This definitely called for a two-part series, man. So you can be looking out for that. Lord willing. Alright? Another quick precept. Like I said, man, it says, the scripture says, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities, because that's what we wrestle against. They were created by him. We wrestle against not flesh and blood, but spirits in wicked high places, man. These demons get on you, man. The Most High sent that demon on you. Go get him. Put this in his mind. Have him dwell on that. I don't want him in this truth. Or if he's in the truth and he's fucking off and bullshit, put this spirit on him to drift him away from it. Yeah. They were done by him. Let me get another precept. The book of John, Salakia. John 1 and 3. Alright. Let's start from the top. John 1 and 1. In the beginning was the Word, Yahawashi. He is the Word. He is the way, the truth, and the light. Nobody gets to the Father, Yahawah, without going through the Hamashiach, Yahawashi. Let's get that straight. It's order in this thing, man. It's going to be... I can't wait to get this order in. Because this fucking American Babylon society is way out of order, man. The Most High, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, allowed it to get out of order like this, man. So he can bring forth destruction. So it can be a new heaven, a new Jerusalem. Coming down from heaven upon earth, man. This is how he wanted it to be. He wanted to put his children in slaves. He had his elect men who was already with Yahawashi, creating the heavens and the earth, with him already, with the Elohim. The other Elohim in a certain aspect. Okay? It says, in the beginning was the Word, John 1 and 1. In the beginning was the Word. And the Word was with Yahawah. Yahawah. And the Word was what? It was with Yahawah. Yahawashi has always been with him, man. Has always been with the Father. The mind cannot even can't even conceive how far back this has gone, man. We have all the elect men. Lord willing, we in his number. We have always been with him. We in our reincarnated body, we don't know who we are. Lord willing, we are of the prophets. We don't know which prophet we are this day, or apostle. Some may be Paul. You got John, like I'm reading now. Ezekiel, you know, Zechariah, Zephaniah, all those, man. John. Alright? Verse 2. The same was in the beginning with Yahawah. All things were made by him, as I just read in Colossians 1 and 16. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. So everything that you see that was made was made. Without that, it's not even here. Everything that you don't see is not made because it wasn't made by Yahawah. Through Yahawashi. Who the word ignorantly called Jesus Christ. For you Christians who are looking at this video. The 12 tribes consist of the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, the so-called Mexicans, the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Cubans, the so-called Haitians, all the way down. And that's going to be, I'm going to give what the Akim on that, like I told the elder Akim, or the brother, that Genesis 49 has to be at least a 2-hour video, at the minimum. At least a 2-hour video, at the minimum. Breaking down the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad. Like Elder Pastor Hall's been going into Salakia. Elder Pastor Hall's been going into the tribes, the Israelites over in West Africa. And these people know that they know who the Negroes over here are. Like a lot of brothers in the camp down here in Baton Rouge, in GMS Baton Rouge camp, we deal with the women over there in Ghana. You know, they ready to show us where the slaves took off the ship at, man. We going deep into history, man. Searching out the depths, man. Esau do his job on his enemy. So what the fuck we supposed to be doing? That's just in his truth. Searching out our enemy, man. Searching out our history, our lineage. Pushing this truth. Pushing this truth. They are black. Jeremiah 14 and 2. You see it. They are black unto the ground. Jeremiah 14 and 2. That's our history. The Bible is your history. Talk about fucking black history. Yes, the scriptures is black history. That's a fact. Verse 4, John 1 and 4. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. Because it all starts back to the men, the Elohim. Those are men, man, not big head ass green men. These are men, man. Yahawashi created everything. Created you, me, these damn wicked ass Edomites. This is his movie. You can do whatever hell, but like we see on the highways, we are in the Most High's movie, and we are entering into the horror section of it, of mass death taking place. This is going to be done by him through Yahawashi and the holy angels and the elect. We're going to get our share of vengeance too, man. We're going to get a lot of that. You understand? Verse 5, it says, and the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. There was a man sent from Yahawah, whose name was John. Verse 7, the same came for a witness to bear witness of the light. Man, you gotta love this truth, man. Only the elect can teach the Bible. That all men through him might believe. All the ones, like we out there fishing for the elect right now, man. And they see it through us. Lord, what if the Most High has chosen them to be that seed out of Jacob? They gonna receive this knowledge, man, and come into this thing, man. If they gonna believe. And by seeing this, knowing that, look, what we are teaching is the 100% truth. From the Sabbath day to the 12 tribes, to the mark of the beast, so on and so forth, man. All the correct sound doctrine, man, is being taught by us, the men of Great Millstone, from the elders, starting all the way down to the least of us, the younger Akim, as myself, who coming into this thing and getting into this thing, man. Loving this thing, man. This is your way out. This thing is serious, man. This is life or death right here in the balance. Your life hangs in the balance. You were made, we believe, the ones that are sincere about this thing, we believe, we know and believe this is our lot. And this is what we were put here for, man. We weren't made for to be, like I said, like I've been bringing out, it was made by him, and we were made for him, by him, and we were not made to be fucking, a lot of you jakes in 2/3 were made for destruction. You were set for destruction, off the flap. You know, that's just as real as it gets. But us that's doing this, that's doing the word sincerely and on fire about this thing, and want this kingdom, this glorious kingdom that our terrible great king has for us, we know, look, what we were doing in the world was not for us, man. He called us out of that bullshit to come into this right here, man. This is what you were called to do. We're on a different vibration than the rest of the world. Right now, currently. Alright, let me jump down to verse 10. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. And that goes in verse all the way down, goes into, you know, how his own people, you know, didn't want to receive him, man, as being the Hamashiach, man. You know, they didn't want to see it. You know, the ones that pierced him gonna see in that day, man, this was him. Revelation 1 and 7, man. You're gonna witness this on you're gonna witness, like I said in the lab, you're gonna witness this shit, man. You dig? You're gonna witness this. You're gonna know through the spirit that you was the one that put him up on that cross, that said all these things about him. And he gonna whack your ass, man. All these other nations and shit gonna get beaten into powder. He gonna beat into pieces. Niggas gonna get burnt up. Women, a lot of you women are wicked, man. Women are wicked. Israelite women, especially the 12 tribes women. Esau women already, you know, and they be more, and off the record, they go more, they way more cleaner and fresher than, they wicked, but they take better care of themselves. But them curses got the Judite woman, Ephraimite woman, Issacharite woman, all in La La Land, funky as hell. The Most High made it like that. Going back to the title of the video, Yahawah, Yahawashi made it like that. To where the scent out of their vagina is just unbearable. The Jake woman so wicked, if she get off work, like I work in the chemical refinery, if the Jake woman get off work and I go straight to the damn bar to go get her a damn drink with another Jake, and she married, so-called married according to the new world over here in Babylon, aka America, instead of carrying her ass home and cleaning the inside of her vagina and taking a nice bath, man, and being, you know, and serving the, you know, the nigga man like she supposed to be. The society is all flipped down, but it was all made by Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and set up for mass death and destruction, man. This second narrative, the 6th chapter from the top. The book in the Apocrypha, second narrative, King James Version Bible. Second narrative, 6 from the top. And he said unto me, in the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, or ever the winds blew. Let me read that again. Second narrative 6 and 1. And he said unto me, the prophet Ezra speaking, in the beginning, and I'm going to get that, if I don't get it now, Lord willing, I'm going to get it in the next video, part 2, beginning with the book of Genesis. In the beginning, when the earth was made, and I just spoiled it too. I just spoiled it by telling you what I'm going to get. In the beginning, when the earth was made, before the borders of the world stood, before anything was ever on earth, any object, any element, whatever, anything standing straight up, trees, anything, before everything, or ever the winds blew, it's hot there, before it thundered and lightning, or ever the foundations of paradise were laid. Because this world was beautiful before the fucking devil Edomites came into existence, man. Verse 3. Before the fair flowers were seen, or ever the Salaki, or ever the movable powers were established. All the elements, man. All the power that you can move and everything, man. Your energy sources and everything, man. Or even the ones who come into power, like these, you know, the ones that's ruling right now, man, before you even came into existence, man. Let's continue reading and we'll see what it says. Before the innumerable multitude of angels called Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. The innumerable amount of angels is telling you this here, man. The Alahayim, tall, dark-skinned angels. Ezekiel the 1st chapter. And I go into that on certain videos as part of precepts, but that's a whole breakdown by itself, man. And I just looked on RT News to where these devils, you know, looking to take these UFOs more seriously, man. What it's really pertaining to is they prepping for war. They ready for war, man. They getting ready for war. Most High is putting a spirit on these devils to get ready for this war, man. And they gonna get obliterated. Alright? And I spoil that by telling you that. Straight up. Alright? Okay? So it says, before the innumerable multitude of angels were gathered together. The Most High already had to set this forth, man. The great architect, the engineer. He's the engineer. Gave you the. I'm finna lay out before I even put the blueprint out there. I already got it in my. And Yahawah had already had it through Yahawashi. I already had it in his mind. Look, this is how I'm finna do this right here. I'm gonna create my people, create these devils, these Edomites, and now I'm gonna put another heathenistic, wicked ass nations of of people over here. 13 nations all with a whoop to whoop. 13 all together. Look, this is what I'm finna do right here. Israel gonna do this. The Edomites gonna do this. Israel gonna do that. The heathens gonna do this here. Alright? So I'm gonna do this with that. The Edomites gonna rule them for a while. And then I'm gonna take them out because they put my people in slavery. And the Most High does what the fuck he wants to do, man. Straight up and down, man. All praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Lord willing, we got our redemption is drawing near. Us men, elect men, of course, from all across the world, across the four corners of the earth, who pushing this truth and serious about this thing, man. Like I'm fresh off work right now, haven't taken the bath, come straight right here to do the works. Come straight right here to do the works, man. You understand? Not fucking around and shucking and jiving like the elder Pastor Hart put that video out, man. You know? And the ones who didn't apply to that video, we continue to do our same thing. And even if you was putting up 4 and 5 videos a week, that's going to inspire you even more to even do more. Let's shoot for 7 videos. Do a video a day. Whenever the time permits itself, through your outside of your work schedule. Because the Most High not waiting. He ain't waiting for you. He don't need you. You ain't serious about this thing, he gonna get rid of you niggas, man. Whether it be out the camp or through death. That's why you got to pray that he does not take his Holy Spirit from you. And if you're serious about this thing, then you got faith, knowing that you're trying to make giving diligence to make your election sure. Seeking ye first the kingdom of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, then all things will be added unto you. What does it mean by that, man? Seek ye first the kingdom. That's what the elect men are doing right now, seeking the kingdom. Then all things going to be added unto you. Their glorious kingdom on your big ass head. Flying one of the chariots. The chariot that Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi coming on. You're going to be the one that's going to be driving it. Verse 4. Or ever the heights of the air were lifted up before the measures of the firmament were named, or ever the chimneys in Zion were hot. And I'm going to get that word firmament again on part 2 of the video, Lord willing. The book of Genesis. And the present years were sought out, and or ever the inventions of them that now sin were turned. And the Most High turned this thing all the way. I'm going to create this here. I'm going to put sin out there to make you go over. And if you continue to dwell in this, I'm going to whack you. And if you don't fear me, I'm going to whack you. I created you. I am to be feared. He is to be feared. Ecclesiastes, in the book of Ecclesiastes, it tells you that. Ecclesiastes, it tells you that. It's the whole duty of man. Fear Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and keep the commandments. I believe that's 12 and 12. Alright? Let me get the last bit of this before the video cuts off. By me also, no, Salakia, before they were sealed, that have gathered faith for a treasure, man. Before the ones who came into this thing, man. Before faith was even did this, I wanted the treasure of kingdom, of that kingdom that's going to be in heaven, man. Not the treasure that's going to be on earth, the treasure that's going to be in heaven. Having faith that we going to get that, man. All right? It says, before they were sealed that have gathered faith for a treasure. Before the elect were sealed, man. Man, this is a beautiful thing, beautiful times, exciting times. Redemption is drawing nigh. The Elohim, the angels, are flying at a rapid speed all across the world. Destruction is imminent. Our salvation is here. Nearer than when we first believed. And we think it's at the door right now. I'm talking about it can pop off right now. It's even closer than that. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi. Call Allah Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakah Quadash. And double honor to our elders and apostles, great millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing and salutations to the elect men who continue to push this truth out the four corners of the earth. Wherever Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi has scattered you. Shalom, brethren. Shalom. Keep pushing, knocking. This is a wrap. All things were made by him and for him. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is the great architect. From the beginning to the end. Genesis to Revelation is all about him. Yahawashi is prophecy. Prophecy began in Genesis and ended in Revelations. This generation shall not pass till all these things have happened. Kwame Yasharala.